Look how fresh that bread is.
Making a mess eating this logo.
Complete mess.
All over myself.
Hey everyone, I'm Steph, Chris is behind the camera, and today we are continuing our Sarajevo food tour here in Bosnia. We're starting off our day outside of the old town in a different area of the city at a very local traditional Bosnian eatery for a very delicious home-cooked meal. We are so hungry and excited to get this day started, so come on, let's go. We're here this morning at Ashchanica u Lovćić for an absolute feast. So an Ashchanica is a very traditional, local kind of canteen, cafeteria style restaurant here in Bosnia. We have come to a very special one that is outside of the touristy area, very local, and they actually cook their dishes in this huge oven hole in the wall, which is super cool. You can see people coming in here, it's super busy every morning. They come in and out within like 15 minutes, just eat their breakfast or their lunch and just head off on their way. But they have so many different things to choose from, and of course we couldn't decide on just a couple, so we had to get an absolute feast. And actually that's what everybody does. You can see everyone's plate is just full of different kinds of things because you can just get as much or as little of everything as you want. So what do we have? We got two different kinds of soup here. Tarhana, which is like a vegetable soup. It's actually, I believe, fermented, so that's going to be interesting. We also got begova chorba, which is called beige soup, and it's a chicken soup with okra. This is actually one of the most popular soups here in Bosnia, so I'm actually really looking forward to trying that. Then we have this massive plate of two different kinds of chukta, which are like a meatball. We've got one with cheese on top that's apparently stuffed with veggies and covered in a white sauce. We've got a tomato one with rice in the center. Then we have this other bowl full of bulgur. On one side we've got veal, on the other side we've got goulash, and of course we have a nice bowl of two different kinds of fresh bread. Ultimately, this is a massive feast. But the nice thing is about these places is that all the food is very traditionally made. So this place itself, it's on its third generation. It's been running for over 70 years, not in this exact location, but you can see everything is just fresh. All of it is the local recipe of the owner himself, passed down from generation to generation. So just incredibly local food. There is honestly just so much food to try here, and the smell of it is making me super hungry, so let's just dig in. I think I want to start with this massive chufta here.
Got enough food there?
I think so. Oh, look at that. Stuffed with, looks like different kinds of vegetables or something in there. Got some nice color to it. Oh, this looks so good.
That's a huge meatball.
Massive. And cheese on top, look at that. Some nice color in there, looks super juicy. Nice bit of cheese on top. Oh, this cream sauce looks so good. And I get a bit with this nice rice too. All right, first bite of the day. Yes, please. Oh, Okay, the flavor of that meat, so nice. It has a nice spice to it, but actually it's just super, super flavorful. Tastes like there's a few different veggies, that cheese on top gives it a nice creaminess as well. And this sauce, the white sauce, it kind of has a hint of garlic or something like that. Oh my gosh, but it's just maybe a little bit of paprika. Oh, but it's just nice and creamy, and I love myself a cream sauce, especially smothered over rice. Yes, please. It's a hearty way to start the day. Okay, these look nice, swimming in their tomato sauce. Look at that. Very red on the inside too. I'm thinking there must be paprika in there. It is super tasty though. And Chipta are really popular like in this part of the world, meatballs. And honestly, they just do them so good. They're so moist and tender and juicy. Next up is our Bez chorba, our begova chorba. And just look at this. It's actually very thick. And you can see the chicken is just strands of chicken filled with veggies, parsley, we've got carrots, that okra. This looks really hearty, really delicious. I believe it's also quite a popular winter soup, even though it's pretty hot today. I think this is still gonna be delicious. Oh wow, okay, so instantly the sort of forward flavor is that okra. It tastes very green. It's really, really tasty. It just tastes healthy for you, I'd like to say. Super hearty. Oh wow, and you know what's nice? Is the chicken, because it's the strands, it's just very, I don't know, mixed in with the soup. You just kind of like get the little bite of it every now and again. This is a super tasty chicken soup. Oh. Can't get enough of that. I really want to try this tarhana soup, which is apparently supposed to be a little bit sour. It's a bit fermented, and you can see it's actually quite thick. Look at that. And it looks like we've got a grain, maybe some bulgur in there, as well as a bit of meat. So, all right. Ooh. Wow, that is very unique. Has a bit of a spiciness to it, but more just like spices. The meat is nice and tender. I like the texture of that bulgur. It's kind of got a softness to it, but again, adds a nice hardiness.
Is it sour?
A little bit, but not overly. It's actually very, very nice. What's really standing out to me so far is just how home cooked the flavors are. Like these recipes have been passed down from 3 generations. Everything tastes very fresh. Like that meat is delicious. But I want to dig into like, okay, we were talking about meat. Look at the meat here. Come take a look at this. We've got our goulash here with huge chunks of beef. Look at that. Such a nice color with the paprika. On the other side here, we have massive pieces of veal. Look at this. Oh my gosh. So tender, that meat. Oh my gosh, just completely falls apart. I need to try some of this veal with the bulgur. Just look at how tender and juicy that meat looks. Just melts in your mouth. Oh my gosh, that is insanely tender. It's succulent, it's juicy, such fresh, delicious meat. I do love bulgur because it's so hearty and just, I don't know. It's like a big hearty hug is what that's like. Oh, look at this goulash. That goulash is really tasty. It's not overly spiced or anything like that. So really the flavor, I'd say, of the meat just shines through so much. And I feel like that's so characteristic of Bosnian food. It's all about the meat, the veggies, slow cooking.
Wow.
Oh, Vala, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, so this is the fresh bread that we saw go into the oven earlier, and it just came out, homemade bread. Oh my gosh, piping hot. I can barely hold it actually, but just look at that. Looks like we've got herbs in there. Oh my gosh, I have to say I love fresh bread like this, so.
That's a huge piece of bread.
Oh, so crusty on the bottom. Look how fresh that bread is. It is steaming. So light and fluffy. So fresh and crusty. I'm just so glad we came to this specific Ashtenitsa because the quality of the food is honestly on another level. And it's so great when you come to places like this because you actually get to try a lot of the very home-cooked meals that you wouldn't get in your average restaurant. So I highly recommend if you're any of the Balkan countries, especially Bosnia, to check out an Ashtenitsa and just taste all of the incredible local foods. You can get yourself a massive amount like we did, which I'm gonna need some help from Chris to finish this all off now. So, I think we need to share and we can enjoy before moving on to the next place. Sarajevo is full of so much history. Right now we're standing on the infamous Latin Bridge, and it was just steps away from here that the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, Franz Ferdinand himself, was shot dead, ultimately sparking the beginning of World War I. So it's just incredible the amount of history you can find when walking around this city. Next up, we're gonna try a very popular Bosnian dish that I just know I'm going to love. Our klepe has arrived, and as determined, I know I'm gonna love this. This dish is a dumpling full of meat. This one's beef with salt, pepper, a little bit of spices, and it is covered in sour cream, garlic, and sweet paprika. Just look at this incredible dish. Now we're still outside of the old town of Sarajevo, and the place that we've come to, you can see, is honestly gorgeous in here. It's a super hot day today, hence we needed to get a beer as well. But inside here, we're in a little courtyard, and with the trees and the grass and everything, it honestly is so cool. It's like the perfect little respite on such a hard day. But I need to start with a fresh glass here of the Sarajevski. Now this is, Sarajevsko. Now this is a local beer that's actually made here in Sarajevo, and I mean, what is better than a cold glass of beer on a hot day? Oh. Okay, I needed that before digging into this, but oh my gosh, the smell of these is incredible. First, I just want to try one on the side here. Just look at that. You can see a little bit of meat poking through there, but all these dumplings look so nice and soft. All right. Okay, the flavor of the meat, so nice. That beef is very tender, and it's just very lightly spiced. So again, it's mostly the meat that shines through, but the taste of that sour cream on top is incredible. Okay, it looks like there's a bit of a garlic oil that's going on here, so I think we need to mix this up to get all the flavors in. Look at that sour cream, oh my gosh. And you can see that oil there, the garlic oil on the bottom. Oh my goodness. This looks incredible. Okay, now we're talking. I have to say, I love this type of dish with the sour cream there. We've had something similar in Turkey called manti, and it's covered in a yogurt, so you can definitely see the Ottoman influence in the cuisine. But honestly, just the creaminess and the taste of that sour cream with the garlic is such a nice flavor. And the paprika on top and the savoriness of the meat. I guess you really need to be a lover of something creamy to really love this, and that is something that I am, which works out perfectly. But I just love the flavors of this with the meat. Such a rich dish too though, very hearty. Definitely nice to have a beer to cut some of the flavors with it. Okay, I want to show you inside of one of these guys. Look at that, each one has got a nice little chunk of beef in there. Look at that. I love all these Bosnian dishes that are stuffed with meat. There's always a nice flavor for the onions as well that they put in there, but it's just so simple, like the meat really shines through. And I have to say, this klepe, it's meat dumplings with sour cream, garlic, paprika. It's just perfect. The dish that will 100% set you up for the day. Chris, I think you need to enjoy some of this.
Oh, thank you. Let's give it a try.
Got a sip of that.
Oh, that is a good beer.
Definitely necessary on this hot day, and it's so nice in here. It's honestly beautiful. It's like a little oasis. When we stepped through the door, I thought we were going to be going like into a place to get here, but you walk through the door and you're just right in this little courtyard. And the actual name of Lia means courtyard, so this is the perfect place to just come, get some delicious Bosnian food, a nice beer, and just relax and enjoy the city, really. Okay, Chris, can you help me with this?
It's so nice to walk along the river here in Sarajevo. There's so many different and interesting bridges that connect the north and south part of the city. Really beautiful. There's a ton of traditional Bosnian food here in Sarajevo, but one thing that you must try when you're here in the city is Bosnian cevapi, and this place has been around since 1966. Come on. Hello. Hello. How are you? Good.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Mi evo sada ovako stavljamo. Evo ga. Yes, na tanji. Sad išli.
On this side. Here we have our Sarajevski cevapi. Now this is the Bosnian cevapi, and oh my gosh, this smells amazing. Now cevapi is so popular all over the Balkans, but here in Bosnia it is one of their national dishes, and this cevapcinica is one of the oldest in the cities. Like I was saying, since 1966, so much history here in this exact location too, so it hasn't moved for like 58 years, so cool. But just look at the cevapi here. We got it with kaymak, as well as the somun, the traditional Bosnian bread here. It's almost like a flat bread. They cut it open. We got a 10-piece here. Look at that. With that big glob of the kaymak, that clotted cream, almost like butter there, and a little bit of onions. But okay, I need to try one of these cevapis here. We gotta get a big dip of the kaymak here. There we go. Some onion there too. Look at how juicy they are too. Okay, let's have a bite. First cevapi bite. Oh man, that is a tasty cevapi. Oh, so juicy, tender. You can see just a little bit red still inside the meat, and these are 100% beef cevapi. So with that kaimak, so buttery, creamy, and salty, this is a good cevapi. Oh man. So even though the cevapi come in the somun, the flatbread stuffed inside it, you don't actually have to eat it like a sandwich. Traditionally, it's eaten piece by piece, so let's make an ultimate bite here with the cevapi and the kaimak and all the onions. You can see here, the flatbread is nice and oily and greasy because the chef actually dabs the bread on top of the cevapi to give it that nice grilled flavor. But let's get another dip of our kaimak here. Look how creamy that kaimak is. And we gotta get some onions, so whew, look at that, sticks right to it. Ultimate cevapi bite. That kaimak, unbelievable. That is the way to eat your cevapi here in Bosnia. It's like you have to have an ultimate bite every single time. And to wash our cevapi down, we have homemade yogurt here, the traditional Bosnian yogurt. We got a spoon with it too because you can see it's actually quite thick. Look at that. Oh, I love how you have the yogurt to eat with the cevapi here in the Balkans. Oh, nice and cold, but just so salty. Creamy. There's something about the salty yogurt that really works well with the salty cevapi. They go together really well. I'm just gonna... It just works. You can really taste the grill, like the charcoal grill flavor off of the cevapi here. The Sereyevski's cevapi is so unique in shape compared to other cevapi we've had here in the Balkans because they're a lot shorter and smaller, but they're nice and chubby. So they're like these little meat cevapi bullets, these mince meat bullets. But again, let's just break one open. Oh, just look how juicy it is inside there. And what I love about the meat and the cevapi here in Bosnia is that it's just so simple. There's only salt and pepper used. There's not any other spices that you need and that are added in. So it's just the fresh meat flavor. And in this case, the fresh beef. Just again, tender, juicy, just beefy goodness. Vkusno, really delicious.
Enjoy your food.
And again, here at Cevapcinica Nune, there's just so much history here. You can see behind me, there's actually photos of the owner, the starter of this cevapi shop here, Nune. And he has 3 sons, we were told, and it's in its 3rd generation now. One of the sons still works here so to keep that cevapi tradition alive, and this is definitely a must visit when you're here in Sarajevo to try this historic cevapi because it is delicious, and we highly recommend getting always that kaimak with it because, I mean, kaimak with the cevapi, can you even have cevapi without the kaimak? It's been a great day exploring a different part of the city, but now we are in the old town, Bash Çarşıya, and after all of that salty and savory, I think it's time for a little something sweet. We came here to the cream shop, which is in the heart of the old town, to try this very popular Balkan and Bosnian dessert. This is tufahia, and it is a poached apple dessert. It's first peeled, the apple's peeled, and then it's thrown into a boiling pot of sugar water. And then when it comes out, you can see it is stuffed with walnuts and then a glob of whipped cream on the top. It is a pretty beautiful looking dessert there, you can see. And you can just see the apple is peeled. It looks like it's soaked up that sugar water, but this looks delicious. Probably really refreshing on this hot day, so let's just take a nice big bite. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, that apple is so soft. Oh, wow. I can smell that whipped cream as well. Oh, look at that. So you can see it's been hollowed out, and you can see all the walnuts in there. And just that big dollop of cream, and there's walnuts sprinkled on top as well. Look at that. So cool and interesting. Okay, I want to get a nice smaller bite there. All right. It's like an apple pie without the pie. That is delicious. I thought it was going to be like ultra sweet because of the bathing in the sugar water, but it's actually not that sweet at all. It just tastes like your normal apple. It's like the same sweetness as like a normal apple. The crunchiness from the walnuts is delicious, and that cream, that whipped cream, just adds that milky creaminess to it, but that apple is definitely the star. You can just see how soft the apple, the poached apple is. Look at that. The spoon just cuts right through it. This is my ideal dessert. It's fruit, the apple. It's not too sweet even though it's been dunked in that sugar water, and there's nuts, so it adds that protein fix to the dessert as well. This is truly a yummy dessert, and it's really balanced between the crunchiness, the softness, and the creaminess of the whipped cream. Amazing. I could definitely eat a few of these today. Yeah. That tufahia was something special, but you can see here behind me, the cream shop has a whole ton of different desserts that you can come and get. So when you're in the old town, this is definitely a place to come visit for a little sweet treat. Now, that sugar high hasn't quite hit yet, so I think we need to finish off our day with a little pick-me-up. Let's go.
Okay. Coffee. This is hot water. Okay. One, two, three.
And it's finished.
Here, this is
Locum.
here locum and sugar. This salad.
Salad.
This is cinema.
Cinnamon.
Okay. Yeah, take it inside. This is hot milk.
Hot milk.
Yeah, with
Froth.
yeah. Put inside. Here, mix it. More cinnamon, little. Yes. Okay.
Yok kızım içelim de Allah Allah. Hayret.
We're finishing off our day here at Café Divan, which is a super popular spot for all things coffee related. It's really funky and interesting around
really
here.
busy here too.
Yeah, it's a really cool place to try some drinks. So we have got two different kinds. I've got salep, which is a drink made from the flower of the tubers of orchids, mixed with milk and cinnamon.
It smells so good.
It smells so good. I love cinnamon.
And I have a traditional Bosnian coffee with Bosnian lokum, little sugar cubes here. Oh, I love how they put it in the jezba as well, and you get to pour it yourself.
I was gonna say, yeah, I love the process of pouring it and everything. It just adds like a little something extra to your coffee drinking, I feel like.
Makes it pretty fun.
Yeah, Kara looks super strong.
Givelli. Givelli. Ooh, yep. That's a strong Bosnian coffee. Almost like a Turkish coffee. Similar, but not. You don't have those coffee grounds at the bottom because they're in the jezba still.
Yeah, I do love that about the Bosnian coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, this salep is seriously delicious. It's super creamy. You can taste the cinnamon, and there's like a super thick layer there on top of the foam, and honestly, it's just velvety, cinnamony. It's actually super thick too because it's not just like a milky latte or something like that.
I'm making a mess eating this locum.
A complete mess.
All over myself, but the locum is delicious. We got a
grape.
A grape flavored locum.
I was gonna say that smells really good.
That's really good. The sweetness of it. Oh yeah, it goes really well with the coffee. Yeah, give it a chip. That's good. You definitely need the sweetness from the locum, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a sip of this in a second because I just need one more because it's so good.
Okay.
Well, it's super thick because it's made with the flower of those orchid tubers. So instead of it just being like a milky drink, it has like a thickness to it, like it's been made with flour.
I think I got all
the foam
milk
on
from
top?
there. Oh wow, that raw cinnamon on the top.
It's really nice,
Wow,
isn't it?
that's really good. It tastes like fall.
Yeah, it does.
That's really, really tasty.
Super tasty.
And the last thing you can do is take your, actually, you know what? Fill up our cup here so Steph can have some more. Finish off our coffee there. There we are. And then we have our sugar cube, which you can dip in. Ooh, look at that. Wow, that just like really soaked that up. Really cool. That was so cool. So sugary. That's a lot better. I want to do that again because that was super fun. Wow, it's like magic. It's just like eating coffee flavored.
I was gonna say it's like coffee flavored sugar.
You need a sip of that.
Okay, thank you.
Buyurun.
Oh,
Šta je bola?
that's nice because that coffee is seriously strong.
This is tasty. I
Very,
got
very
powdered sugar all over myself.
I'd have to say one of the coolest things about coming here to Café Divan is it's located inside Morica Han, which is a Han that's been around since 1551, and it's the oldest surviving one in Sarajevo. And a Han is like an old caravanserai that used to house horses and passengers and people kind of like passing through cities. So this one used to hold, I think, like 300 passengers and 70 horses. So it's actually really massive, and to be honest, the courtyard itself, Chris, I don't know about you, but it is beautiful, I would have to say. There's
Relaxing.
Like, yeah, there's like a massive tree in the center, and like it actually just kind of feels like you're, I don't know, stepping back in time while you're drinking your old Bosnian coffee and...
In the jezba.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to sit in the courtyard, there's actually a whole ton of space inside as well, seats and stuff, so I'm sure this place gets super busy at times.
Even busier than now, I'm sure. But honestly, this is, I think, the perfect way to end our day today with a little sugary caffeine pick-me-up. Yeah.
This was really good. And yeah, I got powder
Some
all over
hummus.
myself. Look.
Don't mind if I do.
One last sip. Yours is still hot.
That's good.
Alright guys, that does it for this video here in Sarajevo. Thank you all so much for watching.
The food and the people honestly have been so friendly and wonderful. It's been such a great day. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, share with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to come with us on all of our food adventures. We're hungry to travel, and we'll see you next meal.
Next meal.